Kara Canuck, and I am one of the co-owners of Des Moines Mom. And today we have the privilege of speaking with Waukee KinderCare Center Director, Martha Krull, and she is the new kind of woman in charge of the new Waukee KinderCare. We want to just thank you for joining us today, but also because we know that moms need more coffee, they are sleep deprived, they are running around on empty. We would love to be able to give away two $25 Starbucks gift cards today. So we would love to have you comment with any questions or any things that you might have learned, and then tag a mom friend who might be interested in knowing more about KinderCare. So thank you. Martha, I just wanted to thank you again for joining us this morning. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what your background is?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm a Des Moines local. I'm from Des Moines originally, and now I'm a Des Moines mama, figuring it out as I go with my 3-year-old little girl. So I can absolutely speak to the fact that we all need coffee. But I've been working with children for over 15 years. As soon as I could, I knew that it was a field that I wanted to be in. And so I've done before and after school and summer care through college before moving back to Des Moines from school and joining with KinderCare. So I've been with KinderCare for 6 years. I've been a center director for the last 3. And I'm just really looking forward to, chatting with everyone about KinderCare and getting out in the community. We've got new locations opening, and it's so exciting.
Yeah, KinderCare is popping up all over the metro. What are your most recent 3 locations that you are currently opening?
Absolutely. So our West Des Moines location on 51st and Mill Civic just opened September 27th. So they're up and running. We've got our Grimes location opening in fall, and then Waukee will be opening in fall as well.
Okay, and what's the address for your Waukee location there?
Yep, so we're 1155 Southeast Kettlestone Boulevard, so right by Mills Fleet Farm and the Come and Go, and soon enough, there's going to be plenty more around us. So
right, absolutely. There's lots of stuff going up over in that area.
Yes.
Right. So I know that you said that you have been, working with childcare, and you've been with KinderCare for quite a few years. Mm-hmm. What do you think is the best thing about working with children and families?
You can't beat working with children, right? They just have this incredible love and energy that they give, and being a part of their lives, it's the best. It's the hugs in the morning, it's the hugs in the evening before they go home. And for me as a director, working with families is, it's a huge responsibility, and we are very grateful and very humbled every time a family chooses to send their children to our schools. You don't have anything more special in the world than your little guy or girl. And it's a great honor that all of us take, knowing our families have chosen us.
Yeah, I know from personal experience, from having my kiddos in daycare centers and then, at school and teachers, you can honestly tell when a person loves their job and when they are excited to be there because that is their life's work and their passion. And so it's so great to be able to see that when you're dropping your kiddo, especially like your baby off, to this person that you don't know super well, and to be able to know that you can love them as well, like that they're going to love your child as much as you would too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that's something that our teachers do just so well. We give hugs to kiddos, but we have no problem giving a hug to a tearful mama. We know it's not easy going back to work, and that's our job too, is to support the entire family.
Absolutely. What are some of the things that you love about working at KinderCare?
It's a company that's given me a lot of opportunity. They've given me the opportunity to learn and grow and be around tiny, awesome humans all day, which is the best perk at work. Mm-hmm. But it's knowing that I work for a company with a solid mission and a solid foundation on truly creating the best experience for children through our curriculum programs, through our health and safety that we continue to do. COVID was and is still a scary thing for parents, and the unknown was really, really tough. And, we really stepped up as leaders in the industry to find the best way to keep our children safe. It's a company that, gives back to its teachers. We're always looking for ways to improve their self-care and invest back in them. We have educational resources for them to make it from a job to a career.
Yeah.
I often say that childcare isn't always a field people think of. It's a field that people find, and KinderCare really meets people with that. So,
yeah. No, that's awesome. I think when a company can provide such care and support for their employees, that type of atmosphere attracts quality people and the people that you want, watching your kiddos and your babies.
yeah, absolutely. It really all goes back to the teachers in the classrooms, right?
Yeah.
I mean, without them, we aren't able to provide the great care to our families. So.
Mm-hmm. No, that's super important. Okay, so I'm looking, behind you and kind of around you. And, obviously you must be in one of the classrooms there. Tell me a little bit about the room that you're in and, what types of things you have going on in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm in one of our preschool classrooms, and we're, again, so excited to be welcoming our friends into our classrooms with us. But that's one of the great things about our schools. We provide care and learning opportunities for children as young as 6 weeks through 12 years. So our new locations are offering before and after school care for school age. And so a wide range of friends that we'll have in our buildings each day. But no, this preschool classroom is, it's incredible. I know that there's going to be lots of aha and light bulb moments. And I can't wait to see friends making a grand feast and dramatic play and working in their letter journals and, just really engaging with their friends and teachers around them. I'm excited. We've got indoor gyms at our locations, our new locations opening. It's Iowa, everyone, and we are stuck inside when it's hot, and we're stuck inside when it's cold and rainy. And we know that friends still need to get out and explore and get those gross motor functions going. So having that area to do that, even on kind of a yucky day, is going to be incredible. Our outdoor area is wonderful. It's turfed for all of our playgrounds. So slips, trips, and falls, always a safety that we're looking for. Yeah. And certainly sending home less muddy shoes is going to be great.
No, absolutely. I can totally appreciate that. Iowa has, all 4 seasons, but it also has extremes in their seasons where it's really, really hot and it's really, really cold. And the only place to be in either of those times is inside.
Yes. And sometimes you get all 4 seasons in a day. So
that is absolutely true. I know my kiddos this morning, just like, do you have enough layers? They're like, well, it's supposed to be 74, Mom. I'm like, I know, but your first recess, it's really cold. So you need sleeves.
Yes. Yep. I feel like I send Millie looking like the guy from A Christmas Story. She's puffy in the morning and just peels back as she goes.
Absolutely. No. Yep. One question I did have, for like snacks and meals and stuff, do they eat in their individual classrooms, or is there a designated kind of area for meals? How does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So our locations, we provide breakfast, lunch, and an afternoon snack. It's amazing. KinderCare really does take time and attention to the nutrition of what we're serving our children. So we have a team of nutritionists out in our corporate offices that really hone in on a healthy and mindful way of eating. Everything's going to be prepared here on site and then brought down to the classrooms. We still have elements of family style dining. We're still, engaging in conversation about our meals, encouraging the children to be talking with each other. It looks a little different, right, with COVID and things like that. But that's such an important part too. I love when I see teachers encouraging, a 1, 2, 3 bite or a no thank you bite. I could certainly stand to eat a couple more no thank you bites of broccoli. So
no, I know as a mom, it's important for our children to have exposure to different foods, and it's not always going to be a yes on the first time, but those subsequent times are just as important because it gives them opportunity to continue to try something, to grow their palate, and for them to be like, well, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought upon first glance.
Right.
So I love that there is somebody else in my children's life that has encouraged them to try their vegetables and to try these other things. That way it's just not me, mom, all the time.
Yep, absolutely. Like somebody else take that just for a minute.
And I know that we talked a little bit, you mentioned, we're living in COVID times and things are a little bit weird. Are there any precautions or things that you're having to take, for health and safety things there at KinderCare?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I mentioned, nobody really had the answers. And one thing KinderCare did is they went out and they tried to find the best answer. So we do have a panel of doctors that we work with to make sure that our schools are the safest place and continue to be the safest place for children. We do have our teachers wearing masks, and we certainly encourage it for little ones where it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we had pretty high standards with health and safety and hand washing and sanitizing and disinfecting. So our world didn't really look too different in that regard with COVID. I think it just made everybody more aware of what we could be doing. We do screenings, health screenings at the front of our buildings just to make sure that everybody is healthy to be there, because nobody wants to be at school when they don't feel well.
No.
And one thing I have to say is our families have really done an incredible job working with us and doing the safe thing and keeping their little ones home if somebody in the household isn't feeling well. We're very grateful to be welcoming families into our buildings. We have drop off at our classroom doors. So we're still finally getting back to some face-to-face time with our families. I know that was a big piece missing for parents. We do a lot of great things, but you just can't beat that relationship between teachers and parents. So.
No, absolutely. Those things are super important. Well, you have a beautiful new building and a lot of really great things going on in your new locations that you are opening all over the metro. For anybody who is watching right now, how can they get in touch with you to schedule a tour or to request some more information?
Absolutely. I think the best way to reach out with all of the locations in the area is going to be www.kindercare.com/Des Moines. We have enrollment specialists who are looking forward to chatting with you, answering your questions, and finding the right location for your family. There's a handful of us. Oh, we're at 2 handfuls now. And we're all looking forward to welcoming children into our schools. But that's going to be a great way to reach out with us.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time again today, Martha. I really appreciated being able to chat one-on-one with somebody who is going to be there, be in my children's lives every single day. So thank you.
Kara, thank you.
Yep.